Hey guys, it's Roscoe. Now to continue in Doctor Aphra Volume 1. Archeo Prime, the Cosmotanic Steps. Again, Cloud City style architecture, although this time anchored to the ground by a column. There's the new Archangel. There they are, hoping to sell that item for some money so she can pay down her debt to Kasantan. What do you mean you can't sell it? What a surprise. Her doctorate's been suspended, and as she has no credentials, they can't do business with her. Oh, Master, it must be terrible to have your credentials questioned. It is. I mean, obviously I cheated, but how did they find out? Then another voice says, well, your questionable morality was always going to catch up with you eventually, beloved. There's Daddy Aphra. What else does it say? So perhaps it is lucky that someone who loves you was the person who uncovered your ethical lapse. And now we can look to your spiritual salvation. So here's a flashback to when she was at the University of Barleth many years ago, just messing around in class. There's some holograms the teacher's using. She's got them kissing. Now this is interesting. I mentioned some Rogue One connections. This droid is clearly a KX series, but normal height and a different colour. So I really liked that. And there she is. They're just talking about university. And why do you always mess around your supervisor? She said, blah, blah, blah. And so basically, you won't believe what I found. I went into this tomb. I went all the way down. And I found nothing. There was nothing there. Her initial report is a little underwhelming. It says, come with me. That's the professor. Come with me after. I've got something to show you. And it's a vault of Abyssine symbiotes. They're very dangerous. They take over your brainstem and have been responsible for the death of many, many civilizations in the past. But flushing them with plasma gas keeps them quiescent. He says, you know, I was never going to pass you, Aphra. I hate you. That's why I chose to be your supervisor, so I could stop someone like you from getting a doctorate. Not because of my standards, not because your work is sloppy, just because I hate you. So, how do you feel about blackmail? No. I have spent longer than you've been alive polishing my reputation. You're mainly known for your romantic misadventures with brigands and ruffians. Enjoy your life of failure. Then down here, hey Sana, are you still in contact with that guy who likes the hardware? Then, Professor, you'll never believe what Aphra's found. A vault full of quiescent Abyssine symbiotes. It's amazing. This is the biggest find in xenobiology for centuries. Aphra. Nice empty vault, sir. Oops, Trixie alarms. Those really should have gone off. So yes, basically she's robbed them because that's easier. She could rob that vault and fake her doctorate, say she found them. Well, I'm sure she would have planted them somewhere else on the Cosmotanic Steps. And so, what does it say down here? Look at it this way, Salva. I finally learned something from you. It says, Aphra, I'm so proud. I'm going to devote the rest of my life to studying this find. If it takes decades, I'll be there decades. Good luck with that. So that is where we'll end part 2. Thoroughly enjoying this volume. Dr. Aphra is just wonderful.